Hey darlings, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Egwan Goodness, and in today's video I am going to be showing you how to edit your video from your phone. I'm going to make use of my iPhone for this video, so if you're an Android user, no vex. I have used my iPhone to edit the majority of the videos I have put online. If you're an Android user, I'm very sure you can apply these tips to Android devices. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So firstly, I have to take a video clip and do most of the things that I basically do in my videos. I'm going to do a little quick get to know me here because I want to be as natural as possible and do the things that I normally do in my video.
So hey guys, I would open the VN editor app and tap at the plus sign at the bottom of the screen, then hit on new projects. So here you can select the video that you want to edit. So this is the video that I'm trying to work on. If you're not so sure of the actual video, you can just tap the little square-ish bracketish thing at the end of the file to confirm if that's what you want. And once you see that this is the video you're looking for, all you have to do is to hit the blue arrow at the bottom of the page. So this is how it looks like when you open it up. The first thing you'd want to do is to tap on this black VM page that automatically adds to your video once you've put in your clip. And this is something you do not want to wait till the end because you might be tempted to save it and not remember that you haven't removed this particular clip. So you tap on it and you delete it. So once I've done that and we have our actual clip how we want it to be like, I start by trimming out the part I do not want to show. Like now I don't like how there's too much space after my frame. So I just go over the bottom of the page where we have numerous options on what to do, and I'll tap on crop. So we have the original, we have free, we have the YouTube ratio, we have the Instagram, we have TikTok, and a bunch of other ratios that I do not know about. So if you're trying to use this free one, which it automatically gives you, it is going to end up looking like this. Yeah, you end up having these blur things beside your video, and I do not like that. So I'm just going to tap on undo quickly. Okay, then the best thing for you to do, that's if you are editing this video for a YouTube content. I haven't tried it with TikTok, but I've tried it for Instagram, and it gives you the perfect ratio according to how I want it to look like. So this is for YouTube, and the difference with the free and the YouTube crop feature is that YouTube, you cannot just move it anyway. It just gives you the standard 16:9, however I want it to be, unlike the free that you can move it anyhow you want it to be. So that's the difference. So I'm just going to take it to 16:9 and try to remove that parts. Yes. So once I've done that, I'll hit on the tick sign, and this is how our video is looking like. The next thing I'll do is I'll start color grading my video, and by doing that I'll hit the filter sign. Over here we have the part where you have the filter, and we have where you have the adjust that contains your basic editing features. But for filter, it is basically just different filters for different modes and different content, and you have the intensity rate at bottom to help you determine how far into the filter I want to get. So I use mode, and I use mode M3, and I put my intensity at 35, 34, depending on how good my skin is looking that day. Then I head on to adjust, where I keep my exposure at -10 because I like it that way. Then my contrast being +7. I don't do anything on brightness, so I go to vibrance and put it at 50 because I like the way it gives me this bluish purplish
look at the background, then sharpen to just sharpen it basically, and noise reduction. Okay, for the noise reduction, I haven't really identified the difference, but I just like how it looks on me when I get it. So you just might want to play around with it and see which one gives you the nice vibe that you want to have for your video. So at the bottom of the screen, we have the apply to all and the normal tick sign that we've seen before. The apply to all is for when, if you didn't follow my instruction, that is if you started trimming your videos and cutting your videos and splitting your videos, and you are on this particular clip and you're editing it and you see that, okay, you like how it looks on this clip, I want to apply this change to every of the other clips that you have that do not have that change in it. So this is where you apply to all. But since I'm just still dealing with my original clip, I'm going to just hit the tick sign. So this is how everything is looking like right now. So what I do is I try to spread out my video clip so that I can be able to edit in details to see the part where I wasn't really saying anything, so that I'll cut out that part. So what I do is I just try to observe the part where the audio wave is like really flat. That means I wasn't really saying nothing. Then I'll hit on split. Then hit on split. So you see it automatically highlights the clip that I had splitted, I had cut, I had separated. Then you can either hit delete at the bottom of the screen, or you tap the clip and you hit delete and it's gone. So we are just going to delete the many other clips that were probably too quiet for our liking. Okay, so since this is a beginner video, I'm not going to do every of this to the very end. So I'm just going to give you an idea of how I do it. So I'm probably sure the next thing I do is I add
Well,
my name.
my name is Osha.
Okay.
Is Osha. My names are.
Okay, the next thing I do is that I add my name. And going over to the left side of this screen, we have some icons where you have your music, which I'll get onto later on in the video. We have your text, which we're dealing with now. So for the text, we have the title, we have the title template. For the title template, I rarely use this because I haven't really found a way to use it yet, and I don't like this because it's gets like it just limits you to the number of characters you can use and limits you to how it is, so you can't really work well with this. So this is subtitle, this is time, this is mark, this is bubble. If you're trying to get like really creative or cartoonish, then this is message. So just basically play around it, but since I'm not using this at all, I'm going to cancel it and go back to my title. So this is what I use. So I firstly type my name, which is quite long, so give me a second. So once I'm done typing, then I'll go by the next feature, which is the one that has the teeny box, and it just gives you different ways which you can represent that text you've typed in. So that's about this part, but I like mine to be standard. Okay, it has changed my text. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it right back as it should be. So this is where your fonts are. So you have numerous fonts, and I like to keep my fonts as plain as possible so that it can be readable to anyone using any device at whatever angle they are using. So I like Marvel because I'm a Marvel kind of girl. And at the bottom of the screen, you have the size, so you can increase it up to 100 and 0. So I like mine to be around 16. Yes. Then we head on to colors. So these are different ways your fonts can look like.
So using the basic one, we have the border, and your border can look any different anytime. Then you have this where you can literally play with it and all of that stuff. Then using your shadow also, you can have shadow. Okay, let's use purple. Then opacity to show how you want it. Just basically play around it. Then your background, you want to have like a red background, and how I want it to look like as per the radius and all that stuff. So that is how you do all of that. But for me, I rather keep my text to either this or this, depending on what I'm wearing in that video and which one pops more. So I think I want it to be this for today, and head on to the next, which shows your positioning of your text, your alignments, and all of that stuff. So I like mine at the bottom left corner. Then I click the tick sign. So this is how it looks like. So you can use this sign to enlarge it or to reduce it from here also. Then we have the rotate sign also. So just use this and use the degree at the top of the screen to know at what angle it is and how you can put it back to 0 degree. Then while it's highlighted, you can control how long you want it to show. If you want it to show for like 3 points something seconds, or want it to be like a short clip, so that's how it's going to be. So I don't know if you've watched my last video before this one. I've sort of made some changes to how I add my name. So this is how I did it. So we're going to still head on to one of the signs or the icons we have at the left side of our screen. So I'm going to tap the one underneath the text, and this shows where you can put your stickers, or if you want to put like another thing above your video. So that'll be later, but for now I want to add a sticker. So there are numerous stickers available here, and you can still search for more, but I already have my stickers in place. This requires internet connection, so if you want to search for more, you need internet connection. So these are the ones that I've used recently, but I have my favorites over here. So what I do is that I put in the sticker I want. So I'll start with the Instagram, and if you put your cursor as where your text started, it automatically puts the sticker at the same place too. Okay, that means I wasn't putting it. So it puts it at the same place, so to start at the same time. So this is too big, so I'm gonna just reduce it and position it where I want it to be. So then I'm going to go ahead to add the next one, which is the YouTube sticker. Then I'm gonna reduce it, then just position it beside. You can use this also if you have pictures and clips that I want to add. This is basically how I add them to my screen. If I want to add something like probably a phone recording, so I'll just put the phone sticker here, which is literally how my phone looks like. Then screen record the screen before. Okay, record the screen before, then add it, then just make sure it fits. But we're not doing that for this video, so that's that about that. So now that I've added my name, I can also try to add the motion to see how I want it to come up. So for my in animation, I want it to be revealed. Okay, this is for YouTube. So I want it to come from like down to like up. So the duration down here can determine how fast it is going to come up, depending on how soon I say my name or how the scenario is for that video. So you can just always play around this. And your out animation is for how you want it to leave the screen. So you have the fade, you have the scale, we have the spin. Then for loop animation, how I want it. Okay, the loop is for like how
the text or the sticker is going to literally be doing while it's still there. So if you put it on shake, it is going to be shaking as long as it's on. So you have to just play with it. And I don't really put out animation. Okay, I'm not going to. So just basically put in, and I like it to come from like bottom up. So I'm going to do the same thing for the Instagram sticker also. So all I have to do is just ensure that they all come out at the same time. Okay, where did my YouTube go to? Okay, I have to make sure that they come out at the same time. So I'll make the time duration for this to be like 0.6 seconds. Then I'm going to do the same for this guy, 0.6 seconds. Then for this guy also 0.6. Then all I have to ensure is that everything is on the same line, so they all come up together at the same time. Then I can then determine how long I want it to be. So if I want to cut it short halfway, I just have to highlight the one I want to split, then hit on split, then I can delete it however I want to delete it. So that's it. So it's just remain my name. So that's how I add my name to my video. And yeah, I can also duplicate. If I want to put this again probably towards the end, I'll just duplicate and like just drag it down to the next part. So this saves my time instead of me doing the same thing, trying to get the same size and same animation over and over again. I'ma just duplicate it and drag it. So that is that about that. So once I've done this, the next thing I do is to add my intro. Before we're going to add in my intro, I have to still listen to the video and know the parts that I want to cut out. So let's listen to the video, guys.
So, well, my name is, or should I say my names are Egon Goodness David, and I'm old enough. I'm old enough. I'm in the tech world. I'm a software engineer slash quality assurance automation engineer, whatever you want to call it. That is what I do for a living. And I love my life. I have siblings, I have family, I have friends, I have a best friend, and life's good basically. So I think this is what I do in my videos. I don't know. I know I flip my hair in my videos a lot.
So guys, this is the entire video. So the next thing I would do is I would add my intro, but before I started filming this, I realized that I accidentally deleted my intro. So what I would do is that at the point where I said, okay, without further ado, let's get into the video, I will split the screen, or split the video rather. Then while I ensure that it's highlighting the next clip, I'll tap on the video sign, that is the fourth icon on the left, then add my intro. So I do not have my intro on at the moment, but that's what I would usually do. So let me see if I have anything that's kind of similar to an intro. Okay, this is my outro, so this is how it's going to be added to it automatically. So if I want to make a transition from clip to clip, all you have to do is tap on the plus sign in between the two clips. There we have our basic transitions where you have black or white or dissolve, want to just flow into each other, or blur or pixelate, or zoom in, or zoom out, or rotate. Basically there are a lot of them. Then you can determine how fast you want it to be or how slow you want it to
Goodness
be,
David, and
basically. So that's how I add my intro. So we have the other transitions that are here. We call them matte. So I call them semi transitions because
colors when you want to get like really creative depending on what you are doing. So you can add all of that if you so desire to have that in your video. So now that I don't need this clip here, so I'm going to delete it. So what I do is just listen now for where I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to say. Then I split the screen. Then if I see that okay, I split it too much, all I have to do is highlight on it, then hit on trim at the bottom of the screen, then try trim it with my own hand instead of having to split and split and split and split again. So that's how I trim my videos. So basically we have like a lot of features at the bottom of this screen here. So this is speed.
I'm old enough. I'm old enough.
This is where you can adjust the speed of
I'm
your
old
video.
enough.
So you can
I'm old enough.
so the number
I'm old enough. I'm old enough.
It affects how you're gonna sound. It affects how you're going to sound. So the faster you take it, the more cartoonish you're gonna sound basically. But there's a way you can set it. There's a way you can adjust this. So I'm just going to do that right now. Okay, let me save this. So this is how you can set it. Go on to the settings part of your screen. That's at the top right corner of your VM page before you select your video. Then you click on preference. Okay, so this fourth part where it says pitch when the audio is shooted means once your audio is tampered with, should your audio follow the speed basically. So this is it. So it's if you put and remain the same, that means no matter how fast you put your audio or your clip to be, rather your audio, your voice is not going to switch to baritone or to treble. So that's how you're going to do that. So let's get back to the video we're editing. So we'll see that once we hit the speed, we still sound like just that our physical motion is just faster. So that's just what's about. And the curve part of this speed is if you want to select a particular part of the video or the clip where you want it to be fast, so you can adjust it here and drag to see how it looks like if it's faster, and reduce if you want it to be like slow motion, then pick up later on, then probably faster. So just basically play around it and see what works for you. So for effect, we have numerous effects. We have the black and white.
I'm old enough.
We have the white.
I'm old enough.
We have the spin out. So
I'm old enough.
you can just basically play around it. There are so many features here, but I rarely use this. So okay, oops. So we have to go on to the next feature. So this extract audio is if you want to probably do a bureau. I use this my bureaus when I have to do bureaus for videos basically. So I'll take out my audio from my arrow, that is my actual video clip, and separate it, then replace the video down here with another video. So let me just show you how I do it. So I'll just delete this, and me deleting that clip does not mean the audio is deleted. So I can add another video there. Let me just add this one, and you see that it has the audio.
I'm old enough.
So that is basically how it is. So if you want to separate your video, or there's a particular song you want to use and you do not know how to separate the audio from the video, you can use this for this sole purpose. I've used it before and it actually works wonders. So the next thing is your volume.
I'm old enough.
Louder.
I'm old enough.
If you're filming YouTube videos, you want to edit with your AirPods, your earphones, your earpiece, basically what you're using, so that you can be able to understand how the audience is. Nobody wants to watch in a video that is disturbing their eardrums. So you want to use this wisely, and this is for fading in.
I'm old enough.
If you want your voice to be low,
I'm old enough.
Then you can just play
I'm
around
old
with it.
enough.
This is for background.
I'm old.
Volume. We don't have background music yet, so
we'll get onto that later on in the video. The next feature we have is the background feature. So this is if you want your background to change into like something else, or you just want it to be how it is basically, or you want color. If you want another image, you can pick another image that you so desire. So let me show you. If I pick that image, you can see the image I selected to be my background is going to be what's actually on my background. So you can remove this from here. If I add that same image, but I don't want it to be so blur, so you can see it won't be as blurry as it was before, but I do not want that. So let's see how color is going to look like. So this is like basic colors. If I want to use this nice purplish color, so this is how I'm going to do, and this is how it's going to look like, which is not so bad actually, but I don't think I'm interested in that. So that's about that. So we have border. If you want to change your border to a different color, basically that's just how it works, but I rarely use this for my videos, so I'm just going to show you guys how I do all of that. So for mirror, if you want to switch up, if you want to make it look like you change your camera, this can be a camera hack, so you can use this mirror feature. This flip also works the same, but it's just flipping the other direction. So this is fill, and it shows that you're literally filling your screen, and it's not just cutting out one part of your screen for you to fill. Then we have opacity. If you do not want your, well, it explains itself basically. Then this is one feature.
I'm old enough in the
like
tech world,
zoom in or zoom out, or probably try to like
I'm old enough in the tech world,
so
a software engineer slash quality
so
assurance.
they zoom out.
I'm old enough in the
and there's move right.
I'm old enough in the tech world, a software
basically move in
engineer.
any direction you want
I'm old enough
into. So for reverse, it speaks for itself. You can just reverse, and okay, I don't reverse, but that's how it is. And if you have a clip that's at the back, I want to bring it forward, you use the forward feature. So that's actually a rundown of most of the features that are here. So the next thing I'll do after cutting out the video, that or after editing my video properly, next thing I do is to select the music. And you can have your music, you can have sound effects, you can actually do a voiceover for a particular clip you're doing. But since I'm already having a voiceover using my microphone, I can't use this recording feature right now, so I'm going to just use the music and the sound effect to show you guys how it is. So these are the music that came with the app itself, and these are the ones that I have selected to be my favorite, so I don't have to go looking for them all the time. So since I said before that this app requires internet connection for some of the features, so music is one of them. So you have to actually download the music for it to be able to use them, and you have different genre. If you want to have pop or vlog kind of thing, so you do it there. And once you select your music, you can play it. So you can play it to know how it sounds. So when you decide to use the particular music that you've chosen, you hit on use. Then you can choose to fade in, so that you just won't have the music playing bam like that from the very beginning. So you can just, I like mine to be like around 1.2, and fade out like around 4. So that is it. So the music is going to be added to the video.
So, well, my name is, or should I say my names are Egon Goodness David, and
so the times where you have to adjust the volume of the music, so all you have to just tap on the volume and the music rather, then click on volume, then reduce it to however volume seems fit by you. Then if you tap on it, you see options and basically things that you want to do with it. You can duplicate it if the clip is too short and your video is longer, so you can just duplicate and just drag it around to where you want it to be instead of having to look for it again. So now I've added our music, and I have shown you how I add my extra features that I'd like to use. If I want to add anything, if I want to add a green screen, how I basically just add everything in the video and reduce the size. I'll position it however I want to position it so that it will look nice. So this is literally how I edit my video, and I know it seems pretty basic now, but that's because this is a short video and that's just how it is. So depending on how you're trying to make your video, okay, let me just add my outro here so it just look like an actual video that I did. Okay, so I like to have my outro and this way. Then I already have music for my outro, so I'ma just split that part and delete it. So once you're done doing that, I like to tap on this sign, the arrow in a square, something at the end of the.
So, well, my name is, or should I say my names are Ego.
So I like to see how my video will come out looking without all the features showing. So it's just going to be like how it's going to look like when
well, my name is, or should I say my names are
export it.
Ego Goodness David, and I'm old enough. I'm old enough. I'm in the tech world. I'm a software engineer slash quality.
So that's how I basically. So guys, that's how I basically edit my videos. I know it might not look like a lot, but trust me, when you're trying to edit 2 hours video, it will show on your fingers, definitely. So this is how this video is being edited, and this is how. Okay, I didn't show you guys one thing. I have this add-on I started putting in my videos, so I'm going to just show it to you quickly. So this is it. So this is what I try to put in my videos to just show that, okay, this is me. I know it doesn't make any of sense, but this is it. So as you can see, it's not showing at the beginning, so I have to like highlight on it and drag it to where I want it to start from. Okay, so now we're at the beginning. So what I do is that I want to separate the white background from the text. So I had to find this out the hard way. So what I did, normally I'll use chroma, and we all know chroma is used to like separate things, but I don't like it because as you can see, the white was still showing, and no matter how much I increased the intensity or the spill, it wasn't still doing it for me. So what I learned to do is that I went to FX. Yes, was it FX I went to? No. So what I learned to do is that I went to blending, then I went to darken, and you can see how it just darkens the background for me, and depending on how I want it to be, so it just looks very nice. So once I'm perfect with that, I have to just click on it, then position it wherever I want it to be left side or be right side of the video. And I can still mask it if I want. If I just want a particular part of it to show, I can just mask it, and you see it's just that part that's going to show. But I don't want to mask anything right now, so I'm just going to leave like that. But the days where I would like to crop it, probably it's too much or the lines are showing too much, and this is where I use free to just actually get what I want, because I know the size is not going to matter, or the ratio is not going to matter rather. So this is how I do it basically, and then I reduce the size and position it wherever I want to position it. I think I like it being here. So this is how I edit my videos, and that's how we've been living. So let's get back into our original video. Okay, let me show you how this video looks like right now. So, well, my name is, or should I say my names are Egon Goodness David, and I'm old enough. I'm old enough. I'm in the tech world. I'm a software engineer slash quality assurance automation engineer. Okay, to show you guys sound effects, this is how you add your sound effects. So you click on the music icon like I just did now, and I click on sound effects. So over here we have so many sound effects just by this app alone, and there are lots, so you have to listen to them to know the one that best suits what you're looking for. And you can also get your own from a link. You can just put the link there, or if you extracted the sound effect from a video, you can put it here, or you have it saved in your files, you can just add it here. So that's how you can get sound effects. Also, then if you want to add your normal, or my normal rather, my normal subscribe to this channel. So this is it. I just tap on this and I already have it here. So I just reduce the size so that I'll know what I'm working with, and I position it at the center of the screen. So when I position it, then I'll go to motion to see how it's going to look like. But before I even go to motion, I just look at how it looks like here. So then I try to crop it in a way that it will be nice. And on days where I feel good, I might want to mask it in a way to just give it this authentic look that it's for me. So I go to mask, then I go to flower, then I just increase how far I want the mask to show. So that's what I do basically. So this is how it's end up looking like. Then I can trim it to where I want it to stop, or where I want it to start from. So I want it to stop here, I'll just basically do the splitting, then delete the other parts. So you're just going to stop there, and that'll be it. Then if I want to add motion, I can add motion like how I've showed you guys before. So that is how I just play around in my video. So guys, let's get back to our original video. If you learned something new in this video, do give me a thumbs up. It really means a lot to me and on my channel. And till next video, bye.